Oh yeah, what's up everybody? Welcome along to part 2 of the Pendulum inspired track from scratch series. Today I'm working on the drums and I am crapping my pants about it. Personally, I think it's the most important and crucial part of this series. I've got to get the drums right, otherwise it will sound whack. It's just the kick and the snare. The kick and the snare need to sound banging. But yeah, like I said, this is episode 2. Episode 1 was working on the sub. If you haven't watched that, maybe a good idea to watch that. It'll lead into this. I'm still so gassed Pendulum are releasing new music again. I listened to Driver and Nothing for Free probably 10 times on Friday when it came out. I was a little bit obsessed, not gonna lie. Alright, let's get into this. I have made one change since the last episode, and that is just drag all the different sections across because I want to have an intro, introduce our main lead, and then slot into the verse. Before it was just lead, verse, whatever. Yeah, let's create the entire drums for this track. It's gonna be saucy. Good thing we actually have a reference stem from Pendulum. So we just need to get our drum sounding exactly like that, and then I'll be happy. What's the 6 dB bullshit that's just staying here? Is Ableton fucked? Oh, I'm gonna just restart Ableton. Alright, I'm back. I forgot I had a bunch of live drum sounds just on a separate hard drive, so I copied them across, and here they are. So these will help heaps. Alright, before we get into the main kick snare, I wanted to do a little filler build up here on this synthy bit? No, it's before that. It's like here. It's got a little bit too much live room in it. And with an EQ, you can sort that. There might be a lot of freeze flattening in this. We'll mix that with a electronic-y drum and it should be all goods. So I'm going to show on the electronic drum. Transient's a little bit too much for this. Not bad, not bad. We group them together. Glue compress to glue them together, potential. Still a little bit too much high end. I was about to multi-band it on OTT, but maybe not. Yeah, a lot of freeze flattening and a lot of resampling, which is just like recording the audio in Ableton. So I don't have a shitload of channels like that. But yeah. Where the hell are we? Oh, there. Yeah, maybe I started way too early. Yeah, I started way too early then as well. Snare. Some drum fills. Oh no. And then with some live drums, we can add some flams on it. Subtly in the background, warping, no thanks. This might sound too much. Oh fuck, deleted the wrong bit. Alright, that's annoying me. It's just a constant tone. Not really tone, volume. Where's the ting? There. Alright, want to fade in. Maybe it's just we need to warp that so it's in time, so it's not completely whack. There. Oh, I hate this about warping in Ableton. Sometimes it does some crazy shit. There we go. Oh, what? Now we just need a huge snare there. Snare's a little bit too... That's when you know it's live. It's sounding a little bit too pan to the right or left. Pendulum snare time. We will add some snare, electronic snare. There, bit of fades, don't want it too electronic-y. Maybe a bit more electronic-y, it hasn't got like a transient. Transient's that little click at the start. Alright, group them together, these are our intro drums. And then we can get on to the main event, which is the freaking sick kick snare. OTT will fix it. Regretting that tom fill. And a little cheeky tip is like chop off the middle section of a snare. And it's kind of like not a solid hit, it's just like a little tip. Oh, I don't even know how to describe it. And then turn these down because it's too loud. And too weird. That'll sound a lot better once everything else is mixed into the mix. It just sounds so weird by itself. But I want to introduce a return rack. Load it up with some reverb. Yeah, we've got normal reverb actually. Make sure it's dry. Where is it? 100, since this is just going to be the reverby sound. Yeah, so if we send this with this little fader here, this is the volume input into this return track. So if we just hear that by itself now. Then we can like control the reverb and blend it in and stuff like that. It should sound pretty cool. That's a bit more lively. All right, let's unsolo in here. Fade it in a little bit, and yeah, let's go into the main event because this is whack. Let's do some crafty drum chopping. Want the kick. And want the snare. Oh no, this is gonna be hard. Alright, time to recreate this bang. Doesn't sound like it's an overly low kick, so that could help. Analog, or any other synth, honestly it doesn't have to be analog, I'm just getting a sine wave. I wonder if he used real drum. I think he will. I'm definitely going to use real drums. I'm going to blend the electronic and the acoustic drums together, and hopefully that sounds decent. Alright, let's make a similar kick. I'm going to match our new sine wave with the pendulum kick, and hopefully it goes well. It's a little bit shorter, pitch up. Then it starts getting a bit longer here. I feel like this is cheating. And then longer here. And the kick kind of runs out there. Bun it. that can be the body of our kick. Now we need the transient. I'm a little worried because there's like a crash or a hi-hat on top of the kick, so we can't exactly like reference it. It doesn't even sound like there has a transient. Maybe we might reference that kick because I don't think it has like the hi-hat on top of it. Go into kick. Transients of drums have definitely changed over the years. And then lastly, you want the real kick for that authentic sound, which kind of stops like there. If you look at this like waveform right here, it's pretty clean here, but here it's like a little gritty. It's a little like fuzzy on that sine wave. So maybe if we chop it there, gonna get rid of that low end because that's the low. Actually, yeah, I'll just do that now. I don't know. We'll see how it goes in a second. Hold on. Fade that there. It's real fuzzy here, which is our transient. I'm going to turn this down heaps. Kind of match that. And let's play all these together. And I might have a bit too much body on this. And I forgot it's in stereo, my bad. Let's turn this up a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of there. That's got way more body. We need to do some handies processing. Boost the resonance and then smack it back with some glue compression. Might be too much transient now. Drum designing, this is the good shit. Nah, it needs to go way lower there. It is sounding too... Whoa. Oh, no, I did that wrong. I did it. Okay, now. No warping. And then the next section. Even lower. And then fade it off. There's too much sub now. Ah! This is hard. Oh, now we got clicking because the fades haven't matched up properly. Yay. Come on, Jay, consolidate. Sounding really boxy, and I think I've done too much low end now. It needs to sound way more cohesive. That's sounding a bit better. I wonder if we can resample and compare waveforms. Oh, we haven't even done the snare yet. The snare's gonna be the worst. The kick's supposedly the easier one. Alright, these two should be identical. No, they are not. Close-ish. A little bit too much soft clip in. Let's ease that off. A little bit too much clip there. It's close-ish. Bit too much body there. I blame this. So we might do some crafty EQing to get rid of that at that exact time. What else? A little bit more fuzz here. I think that could be the hi-hat that's landing on the kick as well, so I might ignore that. Let's add the drum bus, see if we can get some. The thing is, I'm referencing the shit out of this kick, but this kick that we're creating might not even work that well with the rest of the track. We don't know yet, but it's good to have a good fundamental to start off with. Ah, oh, still too boxy. What the fuck? I'm gonna pitch this down. Still needs something. Nah, the drum bus ruined it, never mind. But we'll leave that. We'll go on to the snare and then we'll come back with fresh ears because I've listened to that kick way too many times now. This is gonna be the fucking hard bit. Nah. Kick. It's got too much like cymbal on top of it. It's just hard to reference. Alright, we want that. Chop off that. Chop off the start. Sweet. That is a little bit too ringy and a little bit too right ear, so I'm gonna freeze flatten that. A little bit too much ring on it, so I'm gonna get rid of the low end. Sweet, that can be the tail-ish. The snare is basically broken down into three things. The initial hit, which is like the transient, the body, and the tail. And you need to get all those three right, and then it will sound like a pendulum snare. Now, the coolest snare I've ever made is number 3, I think. Good tail end, but maybe too much high end body. Yeah, okay, that's good tail, that's a good tail. A little bit live, a little bit white noisy. Let's make the transient. Hasn't got like a hard transient. Maybe we could even like take that. Oh, I might have too much body. Need to EQ out that, I think. Freeze flatten. Boom, there we go. That's looking pretty fuzzy, similar to that. Let's hear this masterpiece so far. Definitely need that toosh body. Yeah, love that. What I want from this is just like the high frequencies of the snare. Just got too much low end. Alright, we need the main body. It's time to load in a sine wave. We should have a sine wave already from when we did that freeze flattening. Oh yeah, easy. Since we got our initial transient and we got our tail, all that's left is to pair this up and go from there. Fades. Oh, we got way too much high end. I blame that Apollo snare. We just need these all to glue together. Nah, that needs to be turned down. Alright, we need the transient and then it should be slightly better. Boom, that can be the transient. No, it's keeping on being the right side. EQ that low end out. That's a lot of punch now, jeepers. I need some soft overdrive on that sine wave. Or we could dry wet automate that in, because this sounded cool, but only for like little bits of the snare. Alright, let's look at this dreadful waveform compared to the Pendulum one. Doesn't look too bad. What the fuck is that? And the tail looks kind of decent. The body could use a little bit more punch. But yeah, what the fuck is that? It's gotta be this. No, it's not that. What? Might be this. No, that can't be that. How are we making this weird ass sound? We haven't used OTT yet. Or our return channel. Still needs way more punch. That's really good, but it's sounding way too clipped. Oh, we could. Oh, I can only imagine what this is going to sound like or look like. You see how this is more of a sine? It's like a clean up, down, up, down. This is more like a triangle because we've compressed it too much. Unless we do some crafty automation on that. Fuck, this is sound design 101. Alright, let's see what that looks like. One more transient thing, and then I think we'll leave that and move on to another thing. Which is the rest of the drums, weirdly enough. That has a Hundy's transient, we could steal that. See, like no click at the start. Fuck it, we'll leave it. It's sounding healthy. There's always one last thing we could do, which is EQ match, which I might actually do for the kick and the snare. Yeah, we'll see how far behind we are lagging in terms of sound design wise. What if that needs the same transient as the transient we just put on the snare? I'm gonna copy that across to the kick. I think I've gone past it. Yes, I have. Oh no, too loud. Yeah, let's leave that. Alright, EQ matching time, and then we'll do the rest of the break. I think this will be the longest Antidote tutorial I've ever done. Right, so this is on the Pendulum one. This is our desired track. Just loop the shit out of that. That's what it looks like. Drag it onto our actual kick channel. And then this is our audio. Remember, there is a hi-hat slash whatever the hell on top of that kick, so it's not exactly the kick isolated. Yeah, fancy words. I reckon boost to 200 a little bit. Done. Where's 200? 200 a little bit. Maybe a little bit extra sizzle on the high end. Leave that, and then we'll do the same to the snare. Granite snare, chuck that on. Turn it on. Yep. Clear, clear. Keep going. I want it like at least 4 times. Dece, where's our snare? The group snare. There's our audio. It's not going to sound identical. Was it? That doesn't sound too bad. It's not clipping. We will record that. Oh shit. Snare old. Snare new. I always do that in Ableton. It's so annoying. So kick above that. Mute that. Why is it phasing? Oh, I got the snare playing twice. Still too much. Way too much transient. Nah, we're missing too much white noise. Like the little sizzle at the end of the snare. Needs to be grittier. Dynamic tube. Fucking. What is even? Bonnet, this is the new snare. Snare 2.0. I also think this snare sounds way beefier because it's got all the drum break elements behind it. So we can attempt to do that. Okay, let's make it sound like... We want the snare old can go away for a second. I feel like there's a lot of elements on the drums that contribute to that sound. Alright, let's break them down. There's one doing every fourth. That doesn't sound like that. Oh, that sounds so identical, not? Oh yeah, the utility. Definitely haven't made a drum and bass pack called Equinox. There. That's so much ride and high end and shit. What'd I say, ride and high end and shit? I like the little breaks in between, so we can use them. Just get rid of the kick and the snare. Don't think there is that many low ends. Low ends to that. Oh, I can't wait to smash it all into the same group with OTT. It'll sound banging. But yeah, we really need that. Is it a crash cymbal or something? It's almost like nothing is down lower than 500 hertz. It's just kick, snare, and then the high end's just like real hundies crashes and shit. Really lengthy hi-hats? I don't even know if it's open hi-hats. Oh, warping would so help. Not. Alright, we're getting there. It sounds way better than the kick snare BS that just happened before. Oh, it's too quick for it. We need a real crunchy snare break thing on top of the snare, because I think that's one of the key components that's missing. Or something like that. Chuck it all in a group and hear how it sounds together, because it's just... Oh, I kind of want to use a magnitude of plugins, but then again I'm thinking of giving away the project part at the end, so I need to use like Ableton stuff. So I'll just use the fucking classic saturator. A little bit of OTT. Glue compression. With that. Yeah, it did way too much ring. It needs a few things. It needs to... Wonder if we could just like really destroy a snare. Like bit crush almost. Overdrive. Oh, this might hurt my ears. Who the fuck? Nah. Something's... Nah, there's some sound that's coming through. It's just, nah, that's not drum breaky enough. It's still not punchy enough, that snare. We might have to do another send and return track. I'm gonna save it, and then just have like a glue compressor, balls to the walls. Might even check on the kick. This is the Pendulum granite snares. Bam, I don't even think it's sidechained. That's some next level mixing if it's not sidechained. It means like all the individual frequencies just have to like align perfectly. Nothing's lower than that. That must be where the sub punches through. I'm gonna cheeky steal that EQ. The kick sounds so good. The snare sounds so good. Why can't mine be like that? Ah, I knew this was gonna be hard. This is freaking hard. I hope I'm not getting comments like, why don't you just steal their drums? But that's not how the track from scratch should go. Okay, it sounds alright just like that, but then you compare it to the Pendulum shit, it's just like, that's infinitely more punchier. Alright, I'm just gonna do some EQing and see if we can get the shit sounding good. Alright, so that's the pitch of our song. Could group that into a chain. There's so much little mixing and tiny details that you have to get right. I'm really grateful I got these stems to like reference and compare it to, but honestly. Pendulum / Knife Party, Rob and Gaz did a podcast, and I think they mentioned it a few times. Rob's like, yo, I lost my mind over the snare sounding right. I'm like, I can fucking see what you mean now.
You know, Granite, like in its original form, was like the snare you weren't really happy with.
Oh yeah, but I lost my goddamn mind for that shit. People around the time that Slam and sort of Showdown were released, people were always coming up to me being like, oh man, that fucking Slam snare though. And I was making other tunes and people were like, yeah, but that Slam snare. And because I made it and I knew what was involved in making it,
right,
I kind of didn't.
Okay, maybe
you know
that's...
The kick is almost there. The snare is, yeah, it's getting there. It just needs a bit more processing. The break over the top of it sounds good. I'm happy with that. It's just, man, it's hard. The drums and it's good as long as I don't listen to the Pendulum one. Oh, what are we doing? We've got vocals to listen to.
Absent-minded, what happened? We don't have to live at the substandard. When's it over? 'Cause I don't wanna wait for the end to come. Take a flight, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way now. Facing opportunity, giving up won't change a thing.
I know something we haven't referenced at all, and that is the beautiful mid-side EQ relationship spectrum imager, whatever. So let's listen to it in mono. We're going to strip all the sides of their sounds. Cool. And let's hear it with mids strip. Let's do the same to ours. That's maybe why the snare's sounding so jacked. It's coming through stereo. I don't think the kick at all in the Pendulum one was stereo. That's a cheeky fix we can do. How did the snare become so? Since when was it so stereo? Oh, I'm glad I picked this up now. Is it this? I don't mind that being stereo, although we might do some little adjustments to that. Change it from stereo to MS. M stands for mid, side, we can do a little bit EQ. Sounds good. That sounds fucked. Oh, I wonder if I make it mono, so if I play it directly down the center instead of like a little bit wide, it's gonna lose its energy. Shit. Oh, remember we do have this on. Actually tightens up the drums a little bit. You cheeky snare sound. Why'd you have to be so wide? That's fine. It's a little bit too stereo. Snare's almost there. Snare is almost there. Oh, I feel like we cheated though. Fuck, Ozone's on. Oh no. It just sounds too good to leave it off. Never mind. Drums. I'm pretty chuffed with this. It's taken so long. I've been recording for an hour. I kind of expected it to take an hour, to be fair. How did the old snare sound? Oh, it's just so much better. God, there's so much to... I should have done this in drum racks, but nah, this gives way more flexibility. That could be a little bit quiet since it's not a main kick. I remember at the start of this video, I was like, I want the drum to do this, this, and this, and I've just fucking copy and pasted it for all of it. I want it there, there. Do, break something, effects, and...
Wait for the end to come, taking flight. End to come, take and fly your
oh shit, I thought it was drums there.
Routing in a circular way, now facing opportunity. Giving up won't change a thing. Out of this charade. Make them see the mockery.
This could fuck with it.
Make them see the mockery. Make them see them. Make them see the mockery. Mockery.
That was actually alright. Slight detour. Oh, I'm tempted to try to record that. Oh, fucks with my audio though. Imagine if we come up with the synth lead in the actual fucking drums episode.
Make them see the mockery.
Right, we need monophonic and glide. Oh, because it's coming in too soon. No, it needs to... Hopefully that lead works. No, it needs to go on this section. See, it doesn't kind of switch to that, but... That kind of works leading to that section, but anyway, that is another episode, not this one. It's the synths, and then I will then make it sound like the fucking apocalypse.
Oh, I like that nice catchy tune. I'm like, it's not meant to be catchy. It's meant to sound like the fucking apocalypse.
I think the drum sounds a little too clean, so I might do one more thing to the snare, and then we'll structure the rest of the track, because that's what I kind of wanted to do in this episode. And I've already been recording for 1:22, almost a PB. Alright, so I kind of want that. Does that make a difference?
They can fly, 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 they can fly.
Not really.
They can fly, you're tired of the same train routing.
Chuck it in there.
They can fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity, giving up won't change a thing. Get your
I hope I haven't fucked my ears, because I've had it up quite loud this entire time.
Take a fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity, giving up won't change a thing. Get your eye burning.
Fuck it, it's subtle, it's cute. We'll leave it.
Out of this.
Alright, we've got crashes on different sections. Okay, crashes on different sections, drum cutouts into fills on different sections, and then I think we are good to go.
They can fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity, giving up won't change a thing. Get your eye burning, you are not backing.
Just a little bit extra high end. We're going to add some sizzle.
They can fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity, giving up won't change a thing. Get your eye.
Anyway, okay,
Hey.
we want it there. And
My grave, my grave. Oh, make them sing my grave.
we need a break there, and we need a kick there. Wait, no, let's just fill it out, and then we'll do the extra fills and shit after.
Are we living it up? Take and fly, you're tired of the same thing. Out of this charade. Take and fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity, giving up won't change.
I'm thinking about keeping it stripped back for that section. We want the... Alright, we need a crash there. Let's all try to keep it in the same group, because that would be wise, I think. That's going to need some EQ, and some reverb, and some non-right fixing. Where's our reverb's drum track? This. Drum, verb, drum, punch.
Mind to come.
And the chorus.
Take a flight, you're tired of the same train route. Take a flight.
Might need that EQ here.
Take a flight, take a flight, you're tired of the same train routing in
Not
a
warping, though.
circular way. Now facing away. Make them see the mockery.
Don't think we need a crash
Take a
there.
flight, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity. Giving up won't change a thing. Got your eye burning. You are not back. Get your eye burning.
Alright, crash is done. Easy. That was way too easy. One thing I did want to do, I feel like I said that a lot in tutorials. Holy shit. Let's not say that ever again. Record the drums. And then work it in with the intro drums, because the intro drums kind of feel really separated compared to the rest of the track. Drag them into there. Bup. And turn these down. And then blend these in. Gain. Bring it in. Oh no, I brought it in too late. There we go. Boom, yeah. Oh, I said boom, yeah, my camera fucking shuts off. Charge the battery. Yeah, notice whenever I do gain automation, I never do it over here, because just in case I want to change this audio level, I always do it on like a utility gain or like a makeup gain or something like that. So if I happen to want to like turn it up later on or turn it down, it's just easier to do it over here. So that's a Ableton top tip. That's not even Ableton top, that's producer top tip. All right, I need some snarey snares. Let's high pass that in. Oh no, not in the resonance.
Hips come, take a flight, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity, giving up won't change a thing.
I feel like if we do that, we have to turn it down.
Get your eye burning. Your eye burning. You are not backing out of this charade. Make them see the mockery.
And then again. Here? Why don't we add like a ride in there, like classic. That would help. I don't know how well this is going to blend. Hopefully really well. If we turn it down heaps, maybe chuck on some OTT, no, something else that should blend pretty well. Need that reverb. Sick. Alright, where's another synthy part?
Tired of angel you are not backing out of this charade. Make them see the mockery.
I'm really happy with these drums. I'll be honest, half an hour into recording this video, I was like, yo, these drums are sounding whack. Oh, what have I gotten myself into? And then they picked it up, we did some referencing, we did some more processing, we did a shitload of processing, and then I'm really happy with how they're sounding now. So
We don't have to live at this substandard. When's it over? At this substandard. When's it over? Substandard. When's it over? 'Cause I don't wanna wait for the end to come. Take a fly on top.
I'm not even sure I want the kick snare to come in here. I feel like I want this to be
Make
the
them
drum.
see the mark. We're not backing out of this charade. Make them see the out of this charade. Make them see the mockery. Out of this charade. Make them see the mockery. Wait for the end to come. Take and fly.
Or maybe I want this section to be
Take
here.
and fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity, giving up won't change a thing. Get your eye burning, you are not backing out of this charade. Make them see the
We
mockery.
could do the classic witchcraft propane nightmares kind of ordeal. The cup sound. How does he make a snare that good? Oh, here we go again.
To come, take and fly your time. Take and Take and fly. Take and fly your time. Take and fly.
I like the sizzle on that. It selects the wrong one.
Take and take and take and fly your tired.
Love that slightly pan to the right.
Take and fly your tired. Take and fly your tired of the same. Take and fly your tired. Take and fly your tired of the same. Backing out of this charade. Make them see the mockery. The end to come. Take and fly your tired of the same train. Routing in a circular way. Now facing opportunity. Giving up won't change.
Alright, we need that drum bass. Where is it? C.
Out of out of this charade.
I think I fucking did too much of that. Didn't I drag in a low pass filter? Oh, wrong channel.
Make them see the mark.
And then a high pass, because we don't want to hear that anymore. We want the OG drums, the massive chorus drums to come in.
Make them see the mark. 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 This charade. Make them see the mark.
Holy punch. This sounds like bacon now. I've heard it too many times. I might ditch the sub for this bit as well. I'm not entirely sure.
Can fly, you're tired of the same train routing aid. Make them see the mockery. Come, take and fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way now.
So many crashes there, just psh, psh, psh. Oh, I wish I had face cam for that. I made a pretty convincing drum solo.
Take and fly.
Yeah, I knew there'd be a bit missing.
They can fly, you're tired of the same train. They can fly, you're tired of the same train routing in.
I want that electronic kick. Perfect. Perfect.
They can fly, they can fly, they can fly, they can fly. They can fly, they can fly, they can fly, they can.
Oh, that is the sound of slamming something on a couch. I don't know.
They can fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way now, facing opportunity. Giving up won't change a thing. Get your eye burning.
Oh, red line headline to the days. No, I don't want reverb, I want saturation.
Out of this charade, they can fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a.
Alright, time to make it energetic with many, many cymbals.
Take and fly, take and fly, take and fly, you're
Different cymbals.
take and fly, you're tired of the same. Fly, you're tired of the same train.
No, that's too different.
Tired of the same train routing.
Alright, right side is indeed covered. Let's have something on the left. Cymbals.
Take and fly. Take and fly.
Different one?
For the end to come.
Oh, this is gonna be too loud.
Take and fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way now, facing opportunity. Giving up won't change a thing.
Alright, we need tom fills. Fuck it. Ambient.
Take and fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way now, facing opportunity. Giving up won't change a thing.
Yes.
Take and fly, you're tired. You're tired. Fly, you're tired of. Fly, you're tired. Tired of the same train. Tired of.
Man, it would help if I was a real drummer and you kind of had a program
Take and
shit.
fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular. In a circular. A circular way. A circular way. A circular way. In a circular way. Circular way. A circular way. Now face. Circular way. Now.
How the fuck are we not redlining? I'm just like... Oh no, I just turned down a little bit.
Take and fly, you're tired of the same train routing in a circular way now, facing opportunity. Giving up won't change a thing. Get your eye open.
Alright, time to make them wide.
Out of this charade. Out of this charade.
Sounds like a real shit drum kit now.
You You are not backing out of this charade. You are not backing. You are not backing.
Alright, I need some more variation because that is way too repetitive. Low pass there.
Make them see out of this charade. Make them see the mockery. Come, take and fly. You're tired of the same dream.
Alright, we want to group all these together because these are the build elements. And we will further OTT these group elements. No, we won't. Maybe.
Take and fly. You're tired of the same dream.
We didn't want good first though. I think that's pretty good. Anyway, save. Holy crap, I haven't saved in a while. Face cam's back. I'm absolutely pooped. Drums for 2 hours. Don't know how much editing I'm gonna do of this. I'm pretty happy with the drums overall so far, but there is the condition that I do not listen to the Pendulum drums. Otherwise, I'll be really sad about how my drums sound. But for the time being, and without referencing Pendulum's one, they sound pretty good and fitting the track. The sub bass is blended in. Didn't have to do sidechain. Was a little bit worried about that, but they just kind of naturally blended. I think because the kick is like a higher frequency compared to the sub, which sits under it. Yeah, next episode's gonna be instruments. I'll do synths after that, effects, and then I'll do some vocal vocoding and shit to finish that off, and then it'll be done. Oh, 2 solid hours on drums. Oh, my ear holes. We'll have a little bit of a listen so far of what we have, and then I guess we'll wrap up the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode, and peace.
For the end to come, take and fly.